Our company is part of a holding company for the production of medicines in Novosibirsk. We have a variety of equipment for the production of medicines, from a peltizer to an automatic self-adhesive labeling line. At the end of the year, we carried out modernization and started replacing obsolete and technically obsolete equipment. I have been working as a chief engineer for 20 years and know very well all the technological processes in the company. I made a choice of new equipment to replace technically unsuitable equipment independently, agreeing it with the management before purchase. It was not an easy job. There was a lot of equipment on the market. Processes were changed and automated. I also planned to buy an emulsifier for the production of Vaseline ointment. Emulsifiers, homogenizers, are used to obtain mixtures, suspensions or emulsions of liquid components with different physical and chemical characteristics. The old machine at the ointment preparation site was constantly being repaired, and we sometimes couldn't deliver the product to the customer on time. Since I had already selected many different machines for our company, I had a little experience in selecting, and remained in contact with some reliable equipment manufacturers. I began to contact the manufacturers by telephone, and ask whether they could produce an emulsifier for the production of ointments. The main component of this process is the homogenization of the components. I specified a compact machine with automatic control as my main criteria. I was not prepared to wait that long. Since I could not find an emulsifier manufacturer, I decided to take a different route and consult with professionals who work in the pharmaceutical equipment supply industry and maybe suggest another machine option. I looked on the internet for an intermediary from Russia, because I once had a bad experience with equipment supplied by a Chinese intermediary, when a powder filling line was brought to us, but there were no installation documents or technical passport. It took us a long time to set up the line. We consulted with the manufacturers on the phone, although they were reluctant to talk to us. I chose 3 vendors online. I looked at the firm's time in the pharmaceutical supply market, the company's website, and the machine's delivery terms as criteria. All companies I phoned to make sure of the professionalism of their managers. A specialist from one company in Krasnoyarsk told me to wait 5 minutes, but she did not listen to me. I didn't like such treatment of a client. The manager of another company from Kaliningrad talked to me in a polite manner, asked me questions about the required productivity of the equipment, and the desired production time. In 5 days I got 9 variants of different carton packaging machines from them, and an offer to make a choice on my own. I realized that they did not have a professional approach, and they would not help me in solving the problem of finding the equipment. The last, 3rd option of the intermediary from Moscow turned out to be successful for me. The manager, a man, talked to me like a professional. He asked me specific questions about the desired productivity of the machine, the overall dimensions, told me about the terms of delivery. At the stage of consulting, he suggested a cream and ointment emulsifier with a capacity of 20 liters, which I was able to quickly negotiate with the company management. Within a week we concluded a contract for the supply of equipment. The manager informed me 2 weeks before the delivery about the degree of readiness of the emulsifier. 1 month after signing the contract, we received the emulsifier. The manager provided us with the manufacturer's guarantee, technical passport of the equipment, drawings and operation manual. We assembled the machine and trained the workers, who will be assigned to the machine within a week. The machine is compact, with overall dimensions 800 by 830 by 450 millimeters. It is a monoblock emulsifier with a mixer. Control is carried out with the help of set parameters on the display. The procedure is automatic, with a work cycle, which uses an agitator, inserted in the bottom of the container, and a turbine, inserted outside the machine, which lifts the product from the bottom of the container, and mixes it from above. The emulsifier allows you to heat and cool the product slowly, and work in a vacuum. We were satisfied with the equipment. The competent advice saved me time, and helped me avoid mistakes that I probably would have made, if I had made the choice myself. It is hard to find professionals in the equipment supply business. I am very glad that in the end, I was lucky to meet such a person. It is better to devote time to your classes and your main occupation than to try to solve an uncharacteristic task on your own, so that you don't completely fail the task.